Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fresno by Night, your silliest Vampire the Masquerade game. I am your storyteller, Madeleine, and with me are these wonderful, wonderful vampires. I am so excited to be telling the story with you. I had a dream and a vision, and that was, what if there was a Vampire the Masquerade game, but had the same energy as what we do in the shadows, and thus, this was born. I'm so excited to be here. We have such a phenomenal story, and it's gonna be a rocket and rollin' time. So, without further ado, we're just gonna dig right into it. We're gonna get to the heart and the bones and the blood of the story. So, the year is 1980. Cats, the mega blockbuster musical, is being dreamed up by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Cameron McIntosh over drinks. Ronald Reagan is on the campaign trail gunning for the Oval Office with Nancy by his side. The world is changing at a drastic rate. Doctors can now implant an artificial heart into the chest of whoever needs one, changing the medical world forever. The hair is starting to become higher, the makeup louder, the music angrier. Disco is dead and video killed the radio star. This is the age of media, of technology, of forward thinking. And being a vampire hasn't gotten any better. In fact, for you, it may have gotten a little bit worse. For some reason or another, you wound up in Fresno, the official armpit of California. Just south enough to be part of Southern California, Fresno is where the trash goes to rot. Either shunned by your former coterie or just not cool enough to find one, most vampires exist here as your standard D-list vamp. You hope to roll up and roll out as soon as you can, using the city to get your groove back, or just lay low and live while the world around you passes by. The sun sets tonight, ending the brutal dry heat of the day. But as this small city goes to sleep, the creatures of the night start to wake, ready to start their day in the city. They rise from their trances, get themselves semi-presentable, and reluctantly haul their asses to Fresno City Hall for the bi-monthly vampiric meeting of Fresno. Author's note, bi-monthly vampiric meeting of Fresno, except for of, all those words of have like a capital first letter. Sometimes it can be dull as a drive to the I-5, or it's entertaining enough to provide gossip for the week. These vampiric meetings are always something. You walk in, it's relatively clean. There's kind of like your standard like kind of folding chair setup. Some vampires were very kind to bring snacks for those that do eat human food still. Another has brought a little kind of like cooler with some bloody refreshments inside if anyone wishes to take a sip. It's to make the best out of a weird situation. There is only a few vampires here, maybe those are a bit more active in the community, at the front of the podium waiting expectantly. In the beigest pantsuit you have ever seen is Maud, who is the vampire. Not the prince of this area. No, she prefers the term vampire, which is the combination of the words vampire and mayor. She's expectantly staring out at the room, waiting for everyone to roll in. Vampires trickle in one by one, and we start to see some familiar faces from our own coterie. And we're going to start with Morgan. Morgan, can you please introduce your character to us?
Sure, yeah. So, off to the side, scoping out the electrical outlets, along near the doorway, is a lanky, gaunt, huge puff of big red hair, matching beard. He's got this like loose fitting, open knit kind of a sweater with the sleeves rolled up and skinny jeans to match, and he's wearing this like bright yellow apron. While he's like checking stuff out and seeing if there's any like industrial outlets, of course there aren't any. You know, he's kind of disappointed about that. Of course, he spins around and kind of like scope the food that's out there, scope the crowd, and you catch like emblazoned on the apron, "Sunny Dogs," spelled like DAWGZ. And this is Sunset Boulevard, but you can call me Sunny.
So, Sunny, you waltz in. You were kind of hoping maybe... Were you hoping to make a quick buck tonight with your hot dog vending machine?
Yeah, I was looking for some good locations and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But there's nothing really over here, so
No, I totally get it, my guy. Where'd you park your vending machine?
I mean, it's a couple blocks up. There's a really good bar strip, that's it just the worse you feel, the better the dogs taste. So I got this sweet corner, no one's bugging me about it. I refill it every night. It's basically just touch and go. I just fill it up, money comes in, and I'm just living my life, man. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, and what a way to live your life by selling hot dogs out of a vending machine, which are a real thing, by the way. You can Google it yourself. Where do you take a seat, Sunny? Where do you sit? Do you sit towards the front? Are you in the back?
Oh, I'm definitely a middle of the road kind of dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I let people filter around me, people who catch my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are the people I want to be around. So
yeah, totally. I totally get it. I totally get it. You kind of see the very slow kind of filling in of other vampires. Some kind of sit next to you. People do tend to kind of keep to themselves. Maybe you recognize kind of a few, some who are a little miffed with the hot dog vending machine. It's this guy, what is he doing here? You do get some stares. You are known as the hot dog vampire around town. As you sit in, though, you do notice another familiar face walk through the door. Darby, can you please introduce your character for us?
Yeah, Caro is,
Wow! Golly! I remember things about my character.
Caro is a dark-haired, bags under the eyes, where, East Asian-looking individual. She's got this green coat on with, fur, and, her hair is tied back in a ponytail, but it's all fucked up, super tangled. It looks like it hasn't been combed in, a couple of days. Mm-hmm. She's holding one of those cups that's not see-through all the way. It's opaque and it's got a straw and it says don't coffee me before my talk. She's got just dark pants on, dark buttoned up shirt that's buttoned one button wrong. Just kind of coming in. Go sit somewhere in the back.
Yeah, you do see that the hot dog vampire is here. That's part of your coterie. He's here if you do want to sit near him, or are you keeping your space?
I'll sit near him, not next to him. One row ahead of where he is.
Okay. Sunny, you see Caro kind of Caro doesn't waltz in. How does Caro walk?
Shuffle.
You see Caro shuffle into the row ahead of yours and sit down, drinking out of this little kind of novelty mug, kind of settling in. Do you make eye contact at all, or are you just I'm here for the meeting and that's it?
Oh, I definitely. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Caro does the head nod thing.
Yeah, and Sunny definitely looks up from his copy of the U.S. patent for the hot dog vending machine, and it just gives that same yeah, and back to it.
Is that an actual copy of the patent in your hand?
Yeah, I did some research. This is the legit patent. It was patented in December 22nd in 1970, so it's been around for 10 years canonically. So.
We got props and everything.
Morgan.
I weathered it because, age and stuff.
We got props and everything. Wow.
Amazing.
Sick. Yeah, so Caro, your fellow hot dog not your fellow, but the hot dog vampire has the patent and is studying it as if it was the LSAT. You, as you're kind of waiting, our next member of the coterie comes in, and we have Diamond. Please describe your character to us.
Cyra is a lot. Is the best way to start that. Cyra is about somewhere between like 5'6" and 5'10", because platform shoes were very much a thing in the 80s. So that height difference just varies. It fluctuates, if you will. Wearing a pantsuit very similar to our Vampire, but the problem is this has been dyed so many times. It is a cross shade between like an ambergine purple and like a graying black in some moments of it. And all along the sides of it are like stitch marks, there's safety pins, there's studs in it. Kind of like it's very much a DIY kind of situation. And on at least the blazer part, which is still mostly intact. But looking at the rest of the outfit, it has kind of that vibe of this was probably an outfit left over from the heyday of maybe, the 70s, maybe even a little bit of the 60s. Black hair that's been tied up and back into these very like messy pigtail situation, glasses pressed up against the nose, a couple of facial piercings, and Cyra walks in basically with a little bit of a I'm too good for all of this, but I'm still here regardless. And I had to make room for this in my schedule kind of walk.
Yeah.
If there was email in the 80s, this could have been email.
As he walks in, sorry, you go first.
Oh no,
you finish. You finish.
So Cyra's just kind of looking around, seeing everybody there, makes a note in their notebook that they have that is constantly at their side because it's kind of their grimoire, being the Witch of Fresno, and they just kind of sigh, even though their lungs do not need air anymore, just more for effect.
Yeah, understandable. Hey, you know what? These things are tedious, but at least there's free food.
His name is Tom.
Yeah. If you do go over to the snack table where there is human and a bit of blood, not too much to completely cure hunger, but enough to, like, get you through this meeting, you do see it is meticulously labeled by blood type. So there's an A positive, an A negative. Someone went through a lot of effort to make sure everyone's tastes were catered to.
I think Cyra will walk over to the snack table knowing that the company they have brought with them is going to be more interested in that than they are.
Yeah, fair enough. There's another fellow kind of vampire at the table who is pouring like an O positive, has the same like this could have been an email face as they take a sip.
I think Cyra will take just kind of an AB negative blood and just kind of hold it more than anything and swirl it around to have something to do with their hands.
Understandable. Yeah, you do see Sunny and Caro if you would like to sit near them, or if you're like, I don't want anything to do with you right now. So you are more than welcome. Where do you sit?
I think Cyra is going to sit near Sunny and Caro, but not like with them as a group.
We're all sitting apart.
It's just like where Sunny is, there's like 2 seats, and then there's Cyra.
Okay. Perfect.
Just in case someone's more friendly with Sunny than Cyra is.
Yeah. Very fair. You do see, once again, holding the patent for the hot dog vending machine, reading it like his life depends on it. His unlife depends on it. Sunny's current activity.
I think Cyra is going to kind of look over and just see the hot dog patent and just think it's like, and just kind of say off to the side to Sunny, it's like, that's some real interesting raid material you got there for a meeting to bring along.
Oh, it's just like, I just wanted to try to stay sharp and stuff, So, I mean, Sunny like throws his arm around the chair to get, like, more leverage to lean over and show the piece of paper, and just goes, Did you know that in the patent, the front perspective view of the invention showing a plurality of hot dog containing cartons applied to the actuating bars and arranged in a cooking position are protected by said? Can you believe it?
I can definitely believe that's a thing you said to me.
I know, right?
You're
This
so
goes back.
beautiful, Sonny. You're so beautiful.
That what we're calling it now.
Oh my gosh, as this kind of little chit chat forms, the fourth member of this coterie comes in. Kat, please introduce yourself, as your roommate, flatmate, housemate has walked in a little before you.
In walks Ralph Appleton. Now, Ralph is about like 5'4", little guy, but not lil, because he's definitely like built in the shoulders. Like he's got a very strong stance when he wants to hold it. He's not holding it right now. So he's specifically in little guy mode. He's very kind of the complete opposite of his lovely roommate, where he's simple. He's just got very bland clothes on, and like his dark, like thick curls are just tucked under his hat. He has black in his veins, crawling through on his skin, and also a big old mustache like Sam Elliott. Just big dark stash. And he's slowly making his way in, and I wanted to clarify, did you say there was also like regular food?
Yeah, there is human food.
Ralph goes directly there.
Uh,
What is there to eat?
It's a, there's definitely some carrots and ranch, and celery and ranch, very standard. I think there's a very sad box of pastries that's like $2. That was like, we have to sell this today, so it's super discounted. So these are going to be very sweet and make like a little bit too stale. There's that, and then I do think there is Diet Pepsi.
Are there any icing covered like pastries?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's like a little thing of cupcakes.
Okay. It's he's gonna go for the sweets. Straight for it. And a Pepsi. He's pouring it into a cup, and he's gonna drop that cupcake in there. He's gonna kind of treat it like it's like a Jaeger bomb, but with sugar and Pepsi. And that's Ralph.
You do, when you pick up the Diet Pepsi, it is so warm. It is so uncomfortably warm. You make your sugar Jaeger bomb, and you do see your roommate has sat next to Hot Dog Vampire. Has not next to, but 2 seats down, and the other member, Caro's kind of sitting in the front with a nice big kind of novelty mug. So your friends are here, thank God.
Thank God. Just because I like know how to eat food and can doesn't mean I know how it works. So like whatever, if I can just eat something and try it, I'm gonna try it, you know? I'm gonna make my way right over to Cyra. No hesitation. I'm just gonna sit right next to her.
Perfect. Cyra, you see this abomination in Ralph's cup.
I think Cyra's just... We've lived together for so long. Cyra's just unfazed. And it's just...
Are you
Ralph.
sure you don't want to try it?
Ralph, I can't eat food like you do, sweetheart.
I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay.
Science would say no.
Lucky for me, I'm not a scientist.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, burps are weird when you don't have, like, air in your body, you know? That was weird.
Pats Ralph on the back.
I do think in an undead body, it probably takes a bit of effort to burp. So like your veins kind of like blacken a little bit as you try to burp.
Right.
They just get a little, like, start bubbling a little bit more, you know?
Your veins carbonated?
They're a little bubbly already. They kind of like little skin boils.
Carbonated.
So, yeah.
Carbonated skin.
Would you like flat or bubbly? Offering humans.
Oh, perfect. I like my blood sparkling or still. The fifth and newest member of this coterie comes in. Austin, can you please introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, yeah. So Tina comes in. Tina walks in, immediately puts on a pair of sunglasses. She has this, like, very curly textured hair, probably not full 4C, probably more like a 3C texture hair that's like up in an updo because it's hot. Even though you're like, do you get warm when you're undead? But it's like a habit. And she's still very new to this. It's just like a habit at this point. Like, it's hot out, I put my hair up. It's nighttime and you don't get hot. It's hot, I put my hair up. She is wearing like what looks like just like a big tie-dye shirt. Under it there are like Daisy Dukes, but you can't see them because the shirt's so big. And a pair of Chucks with like knee-high socks that she's rolled down to right above the Chuck, as you do. She walks in and she's holding like, she takes out like a pencil from like her hair, and she has a little notebook. She has like, I'm trying to think how to describe her skin. I'd say it is slightly lighter than my complexion with like jewel undertones. And just like, you can't see it under the glasses, but the most like beautiful from that face you've seen. And like she's tall with a like more slender frame than you might think.
Yes, Tina, you being like the newest kind of vampire or turned vampire in town. You're not the newest in town, but you're a hot commodity. You're shiny, exciting, and new. You're the most popular person in the room right now. People are coming up to you, saying hi, letting you know, like, oh, there's some blood over there, and we also brought some human snacks for those that still eat human food. We're so happy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like, you're getting a nice amount, kind of like, of praise and excitement from other vampires as you walk in the room.
Is this gonna be super long? Because I have class in like 20 minutes.
Also, the vampire you're talking to, it's like a young man with kind of like bright red hair. He's like, like these go about like an hour, but like if you leave early, like I'll totally cover for you.
I don't need you to cover for me, thanks. And I walk away.
Tina, where are you sitting?
I know names. I sit next to... I know all the names. I'm not pulling them up right now. I sit... I know every name. I sit next to Sarah.
Yes. Sarah. You sit next to Cyra. You, Ralph.
Sarah.
Yeah. Ralph is also there with the concoction. I think that's the only way to describe it, is the concoction. Ralph is drinking and eating at the same time, veins darkening as he occasionally burps. And Cyra, are you watching with like horror and awe, or is this another just day?
This is just weird roommate behavior. If you've ever had that roommate. who just will walk into your room when you're minding your own business and disturb your worldview for 5 minutes just for fun. That's just living with Ralph, but Cyra accepts it and has always accepted this about Ralph. And is just never surprised, but always vaguely interested in the limit of what Ralph is able to put into his body.
I sit down and do one of these, like look over the glasses. Hey, should Ralph be eating that? I say that, Cyra.
I don't really try to correct him anymore. He doesn't have the immediate effect that we do when we eat human food, so I'm not as worried about it with Ralph.
Is that something I can do when I get old?
What'd you say?
Is that something I can do when I get old? Because you're old. Do you need me to speak up?
Well, okay.
Chokes on their drink.
I'm like old, but not like actually old. Okay, it's more complicated than that, and I'm pretty sure.
How complicated is it? Because you're old in the way it matters to us, right?
I can't fight you on that logic, so yeah, fine, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Ralph, honey, you got frosting in your mustache.
He pulls out his little mustache comb, and he starts cleaning it out.
You're like the worst grandpa.
No, I'm not
But
gonna.
To answer your question, Tina, honey, it's more of a it's just something some of us can do. It's kind of just up to whatever happens post your becoming like a full-fledged kindred.
Okay, because I really want to
Oh.
eat some fucking Dominoes. So.
You should do it. Try it.
I tried it and it sucks, so
Yeah.
I'll try it
Right.
again on a later date.
Forgot you're like a child. That's okay. That's fine.
Yes.
Oh, pizza's trash.
Grandpa and the baby.
I saw some pizza trash. What the fuck was that, hot dog boy?
What I said was that pizza, in its circular disc-like form, is more of a toy than an adequate meal.
Okay, I mean, okay. I know we like feast on humans and whatever now, but like, do you know what's in a hot dog?
No?
Okay, well, I rest my case there. You know, I have to do these notes before my class. Never mind.
Perfect. And finally, last but not least, Jett, I would like you to introduce your character, but then I have a follow-up question for you. So let me know when you're done describing your lovely vampire.
So, this man walks in through the back, a little hurriedly, a little concerned. Maybe I'm late. Wouldn't be the first time. He's about 5'6", gray eyes. His hair is medium length and almost black. It's technically a really dark brown. He has a very short goatee, and he is wearing a simple black shirt with just a ridiculous aloha shirt open on top of it. And he sort of comes in very quickly, surveys the surroundings. You notice that there's some kind of dust or something on like one side of the shirt that he seems dimly aware of. Like there was an attempt to try and brush it off, but it didn't work. And he sort of half shuffles, half almost flails over to the sort of collection of blood. And rather than simply taking like a plastic cup, he takes both a plastic cup and from an adjacent water cooler, one of the, like, triangular at the bottom, circular at the top, wax paper things, which he doesn't put blood into. He only puts B positive, because B positive blood into the small plastic cup, and sort of looking around again, almost hurriedly, but like, oh, no, I totally meant to be here at this time. Sees the rest of the crew and immediately goes and plops down right next to Sunny.
Perfect. My follow-up question for... Oh, and what's your character's name?
Oh, yes, very important. His name is Jean Palmer.
Perfect. So my question to Jean is, did Jean drive here?
Yes.
How long did it take Jean to Parallel Park?
$15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's an RV. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. It was hard. It's a big unwieldy truck, and it's hard. It's a Friday night. This is when people go out and do things, and it was really hard to find a spot. You do finally get here. You have your B positive. There was a vampire behind you that just kind of sighed when you took it all. It's like, and I don't know. How do you respond to a vampire being disgruntled at you taking all the B positive?
I turn around and sort of do a lone finger gun, but it's an incomplete finger gun because the empty wax paper cup is in the other hand. That's completely empty. You realize after Jean sits down that really it's I'm going to drink the B positive out of this. And the other thing I'm going to very, very slowly start ripping apart as I'm just sitting here. So you understand that previously it was, oh, let me put the blood in this, starts tearing it apart, gets blood on the Aloha shirt.
Wonderful. Sunny, Jean pops a squat right next to you and is starting to, I don't know, is this like a fidget toy? Turning this cup into a fidget toy, essentially. Little bits of wax paper falling to the ground, blood kind of on the shirt, running under the wire.
Not this time though, because it's two separate things.
Yeah. Finally, we all kind of settle in. You know what, Jean, you were the straggler. The straggler finally comes in, and as the vampire Maud, she has like a very aggressive long bob. She's been around for a very, very long time. She dresses exclusively in shades of salmon and beige. You have never seen her wear a color in her life. She's like a white woman in her mid-60s. That's when she was turned. She got turned a while back, and the 60s have been, in her age, have been very kind to her. And she holds the paper. She puts on her glasses, which are more for show and what she thinks of as authority at this point. And she clears her throat and goes, well, now that everyone is settled in, and looks directly at you, Jean. Goes, the meeting will now come to order. The first note of business. I am sending around a petition, and she hands off, she slowly walks down to the front row and starts passing a piece of paper and a pen and goes, so, they recently announced a tour, the national tour, 42nd Street, and I really want it to come to Fresno. And I don't ask a lot of you all, but I would really like you all to maybe do something for me once and help me out with this. So this is my petition. I'm going to send it to the producers. The more names, the better. And anyone who signs, I will try, no guarantee, I will try to get tickets that you can pay me back for later. And she sees
Tina?
Yeah.
I was just saying, I'm whispering to the group. So, like, I'm new. Do we get to, like, elect a new one of these every so often? No.
That helps Ralph burp.
Is there a way for me to not have to answer to her?
Moving.
Okay, maybe after school.
The clipboard is passed around. Some vampires have written things like "your mom" or "smelly balls." So not everyone.
I'm signing for Bobby.
Perfect.
I'm signing for Bobby's name.
Perfect. The clipboard is passed around. You can choose to put your own name if you do want the national tour of 42nd Street to come to Fresno.
I don't know what that is. Me, Austin, doesn't know what that is. What is that?
It's a musical. It's a musical that is a tap heavy musical. It's known for its big tap numbers. And in the lullaby,
Tina's just not signing it. I'm not gonna. I would not disgrace a clipboard by putting a fake name, but I'm just gonna not sign it. I just pass it.
Yes. As it's being passed around, Maud adjusts her glasses again and goes, "Now that the most important business is out of the way, there has been some... I didn't want to talk about this because it's not my problem, but I was advised that I probably should. But, just so people are aware, it's over the grapevine, so it's fine. But some vampires have been going missing in Los Angeles. Of course, we are not Los Angeles, so we are fine. But I was informed that I guess people should know."
John leans over to Sunny and very quietly goes, "See, I told you that was how it was pronounced. I told you."
Listen, man, I get you your 5 after, okay?
Can Caro raise a hand?
Oh yeah, you can raise a hand. You can raise a hand if you have a question.
Yeah.
Maud makes eyes and goes, "Yes."
Define some kindred. Do you have like a number or...
No, I don't.
Do you know somebody else who might have a number?
They also went missing.
Oh, great. Fantastic. How long ago did they... Do you know anything else about... Or is that... Oh, that's the sum total.
That's the sum total. You're asking a lot of me right now.
You know what? My bad. Sorry. Do you need some crystals to align your chakras?
No, next, and calls on Tina and goes, "Yes."
I'm sorry. I'm. As everyone knows, I'm new. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying what you've done is announce what could be a mass panic event in your room full of very powerful supernatural creatures, and your response to "if you know more" is,
Well, that is my answer, is,
Okay, wow, this place sucks.
I'm a little more preoccupied because I heard that they're going to bring the Who's Tommy here and not 42nd Street, and I'm not going to stand for that. And I think this is a bit more important.
Are you being serious right now?
Yes, this is my serious voice.
Should we stop them from talking anymore?
Yes, hot dog boy.
Vampire, I just wanted to make sure that on behalf of the community, we're asking the important questions. So, of these people who are missing, do you know how many of them are vegetarian?
No. Next question.
So
Are any of us? Wait. Are any of us? Can you be a vegetarian? What would that mean? What does that look like?
Tina, I will explain that to you later.
It's where you eat vegetarians.
Maud Rose Horizon goes, no, Caro, it is not where you eat vegetarians. You need to stop saying that. I have some vampires that are misrepresenting the vegetarian lifestyle. And that I will not stand for.
Are you a vegetarian?
No, I've been thinking about it a lot. And she kind of starts to like talk about like, so back when I was a child, it was much more affordable to not eat meat.
Ralph is getting up to go grab more food.
Tina's getting up not to get food to leave. Tina's like closes up her notebook and is like getting up to go.
Maud goes, okay, fine. I'll stop. I thought we were connecting here, and this was an opportunity for you all to learn more about me. Anyways, so here's my thoughts on the missing vampire situation. Obviously, we have the benefits of technology. I've gotten very good at using a pager. So I was thinking I could lead a class on how to use one, and that might help us stay in contact with each other.
I have a question as somebody who didn't live in the 80s. How common are pagers now at this point?
I don't know.
They're pretty common.
Yeah, pretty common, yeah.
Through the 80s, they become increasing. They're about as common as you would think of like a cell phone right now.
Yeah.
Like everybody sort of starts getting them.
Can you trace numbers on pagers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yes. Very easily.
Mm-hmm.
She just figured out how to do it?
Yeah.
I want to send her.
You want to send her a fake page?
While she's talking about doing this class, I just want to send her a good one all these.
I am crunching on some ranch and celery sticks.
So, as Maud is talking about the pagers, a vampire comes in from the back and goes, very classic Transylvanian accent, goes, excuse me, who is the owner of the white RV parked? You're about to be towed?
Jean looks around, very panicky, swears in Romanian, and starts sprinting outside.
Perfect. You do go outside. There is a tow truck kind of like backing up towards your RV.
No. Wait. It's Tuesday through Friday. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Not 8 p.m. to 12 a.m.
The person who couldn't care less, he goes, you don't have a permit D, so it doesn't apply to you.
Again with this. Where can I park this at this time of night? It's every week with you all.
He goes, you park on the next block over.
Okay. That's fine. I can move it. I spent a long time parallel parking.
Yes, Tina. Yes.
So I was leaving.
Yes, you were leaving?
I would like to help in this situation.
What would you like to do?
I wanna zhuzh my hair a little bit. I'm gonna go up and try and convince this person to let my friend stay here. I have present awe. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of my angle. That's my angle I'm working with.
Sick. All right. Can you please roll... So for the friends at home watching, for Vampire the Masquerade, we use D10s. We use a pool of different D10s. You will do your pull, you'll do your dice, you'll kind of like add numbers, but you will make sure to put in, you get hunger as a vampire, you get hungry, you will then add your hunger dice, and that can affect your roll. So, you, lovely Austin, are going to roll manipulation plus presence. What is your total dice pool that you are rolling for manipulation and presence?
I'm looking for manipulation on my sheet.
It is gonna be under social.
Social.
At the top under attributes.
Thank you. Oh, okay, so that has 2 pips, so that's 2 dice?
Yeah, and then you'll add your persuasion dice as well to that.
Which is 1 for presence, so 3?
Yes, and then do you have any hunger dice to add?
I have... You asked us to see how hungry you were, and I got a 2, so I have 2 pips in hungry.
Okay, so I believe, and Diamond, who is the official expert here, correct me on this, is Austin rolling, including that dice in that hunger pool as well, of the total?
Are you... Let me check.
Okay.
Did you roll to rouse the blood?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Then, so we should be all starting at 1 hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have rolled something that would then increase your hunger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, by your dice pool, because let me pull up your character sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It was loading a moment ago. Aha! Maybe? Yes. Okay. So, our lovely storyteller said manipulation and persuasion for the roll, correct?
Yes.
And then Tina would like to use... Are you using a discipline for this?
Yeah, I want to use awe.
Okay.
I want to activate awe.
Aw. Sorry, I'm scrolling through your character sheet.
Oh, persuasion.
Okay, so you don't have to roll anything to activate awe. The cost of it is free. So you are going to be rolling manipulation and presence. Your presence is at 1 dot currently, I believe. Your manipulation is at 2.
Yes.
Because this is a social roll and you also have the merit of looks beautiful, you add another die into that. So you're rolling a pool of 4, but one of your dies is going to be a hunger die because you have a 1 point of hunger and you didn't need to make a rouse check to activate your discipline.
All right.
Okay.
I love winning games.
Yes. So this is going to be fairly easy. I'm going to set this at a 2.
I have a bunch of numbers now. I don't know.
Okay. So
do I just tell you like the biggest number or
it's the odds are failures and success and evens are successes, correct? On a D10?
It depends on which way you want to roll it. The way I've always played it with D10s is that 5 through 9 is a normal success. 10 is a crit.
Okay.
And then 4 through 2 is a blank. So nothing happens, you don't get a success out of it. But 1 is a critical failure.
Okay.
It's kind of the spectrum I see.
All right. So, Austin, I'm going to have you re-roll. You just need a 2 to succeed. So, anything from a 5 through 9. Tell me how many 5 through 9s you get. And if you crit at all. Yeah.
Okay. And then I need to tell you what my hunger die has, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got a crit.
Yay.
And then I got an 8 and a 5, and my hunger dice is a 5.
Sick. So that's not a messy critical, correct, Diamond?
No. With any criticals, you need a pair of them. So you would need like 2 10s, or you would need like a 10 on the regular die and a 10 on the hunger die is going to be a messy crit. But in this situation, it's just you have, I believe you said 3 successes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have succeeded. Congratulations. Tina, what does it look like when you how do you kind of amp up your awe? What do you do?
I start walking over, take my tie-dye shirt off. And I have on like a sports bra and Daisy Dukes. And I like tie the shirt like around my waist style. And I'm like, hey, what are you up to? I say to the tow truck driver. Tina has like, this slight frame is like muscle. like underneath this big oversized shirt.
Amazing. The guy, he has like kind of like sideburns and like kind of a 70s Burt Reynolds stash. He kind of like looks at you and he's trying to hide it, but he's very much like, this is a very beautiful person, and he is definitely blushing and goes, yeah, you know, the road is my office.
That's so interesting. You know, speaking of the road being your office, I need to get to class.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could give me a ride? It's a really far walk.
In my tow truck?
Well, yeah, unless you have a different car here.
Well, I mean, I do have a 1959 Pontiac back at my apartment that we could.
Oh, that sounds cool. No, the truck that's here already is fine.
Oh, okay. Perfect. The name is I'm Luke, by the way. My buddies call me Cool Hand Luke. Yeah.
Like the song?
Exactly, yeah. What's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, wow. You know, I dated a Stephanie once. But you seem much nicer than her. Get on in. And then he looks at you, Jean, and kind of with the eyes of like you get a pass this time. And he opens the door for you, Tina, helps you in, closes it, makes another kind of like stink eye at Jean, and then gets in the driver's seat.
When he's walking around the car, not in the car yet, I look out the window at John. You owe me like 3.
Well, you're like me. That is wonderful news to me. Mm-hmm. So yes, perhaps I do owe you 3.
You owe me 3. That's a statement. I say before he gets in the car.
He gets in, buckles up. He's playing like the Beach Boys at the loudest volume. Rolls down his window and goes, "So yeah, where are we driving to, Stephanie?"
Fresno University.
Oh, wonderful. And he kind of starts peeling off down that direction. We're gonna put a pin in you, Tina. But Jean, congratulations, your car is not towed. You can head back inside to finish out this meeting. You walk back in and you see it is now what Maud has called grievances, where vampires are basically kind of airing their grievances at the moment. And the goal, Maud's goal at least, was to work as a community to help each other and to help each other, and we can all solve these problems together. But currently, the big kind of point of contention is what is known as the Monster Smash, which is the underground fighting ring that our dear Ralph is a part of. There is the current vampire, the same ginger vampire who was like, "I'll cover for you, Tina," was like, "Yeah, so part of me is just worried because like a lot of humans are showing up, and like I've worked really hard to kind of like make a life for myself and just like lay low, but like too many humans are waltzing in and it's just making me a little uncomfortable." And then he looks at you, Ralph, very pointedly.
Remind me, who was just talking? What was your name? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
It's Jeremy.
Right, Jeremy. How long have you been going to fight night?
I go like once a month. I try.
That's not what I asked. I asked how long have you been going? That was a very specific question.
I don't know, since I've like 2 years. 2 years maybe.
Okay, then you don't know a damn thing. Okay. Humans have been coming for a long time. It's fine. It works itself out. I mean, hey, Tina's not here anymore, but I guess it kind of worked out in her favor, you know? I don't know why you're trying to cause any trouble. That's like the one place where we can all just go and relax. What I say is relaxing. Is that it?
He sighs and goes, I don't want to be beat up by a human again.
Get better. Okay.
Jeremy makes like stink eyes with you, but knows better than to challenge like Ralph to a duel. Mostly because Ralph has scary dog friend. Ralph has scary dog roommate who Jeremy's more afraid of Cyra than he is of you, Ralph.
You know, Jeremy, I'm gonna see you in the ring one day, okay? I want to prove. Just lay it out on the line, all right?
Okay. Yeah, enjoy that Diet Pepsi. I spat into it. And he drops the mic and walks back to his chair.
And Ralph looks at Cyra immediately. I look at Cyra immediately. I just am...
Cyra
horror.
was paying half attention until now. Cyra is gonna show this man why you should fear the Witch of Fresno and why you don't fuck with the baby old man. I'm going to use the discipline.
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta roll a rouse check and I succeeded, so my hunger does not go up. I'm gonna use a blood sorcery discipline called Extinguish Vitae. The user can intentionally remove the unlife-giving properties of some of the blood in another vampire, stoking their hunger as the victim's inner reserve curdle into impotence. And so I'm going to make an intelligence plus blood sorcery check versus his stamina plus composure.
Sick. All right.
So most NPCs have a like general stat sheet you can use for them.
Yeah.
So you can assign him whatever kind of like things you would like, depending on who this NPC is.
Everything about him is
have,
so
like,
incredibly average. So incredibly average. The most extremely average man. I think, I will say, he needs probably like, against you, a 5 to succeed. And you only need like a 2.
So how the contested roles work, it's just whoever gets the higher number.
Higher number? Sick.
Yes.
All right.
So you don't have to set a difficulty for contested roles.
Perfect. I love that, actually. All right. He is rolling from a smaller dice pool, so. All right. So, yeah, go ahead and give me your roll, Cyra.
Let's see. What is my pool for? I should have 2 and then 1 blood die. Oh, that's fun. I have 2 pairs of criticals, which is a crit, which counts for basically 2 successes. Then I have 1 normal success. I have 4 successes completely.
I'm not even gonna roll because I think you obliterate this man. I was like, yeah, I'll roll just in case. No, I think with 4 successes, you have won the competition.
So basically what happens with this is while he's in my line of sight, Cyra starts focusing on him. And I concentrate for the entire turn. And Ralph will feel Cyra just pat on his hand. And then she's just going to make this motion of just this and this to him. And then they will drop their hands and smile.
Yeah.
As the blood inside the vitae that this kindred would have consumed is now useless and gains a point of hunger.
He is so angry and makes like a face at Jean and is like, someone drank all the B positive. So thanks, good night, and walks out throwing 2 middle fingers up into the air.
Be positive!
No, nice, Jean. That was good. That was good.
Maud sighs and goes, please, I can't have another biannual vampiric meeting of Fresno end like this again. Please. Okay, what if instead of grievances, what's something nice that happened to you this week? Or this month? What's something nice? What if we did that instead?
I took a John Doe's death mask. That was fun.
Well, that's only fun to, I think, you, Caro.
You didn't specify.
Yeah, actually, Carol's got a point there.
Okay. Well, Caro had one fun thing happen to them. Let's see. Hot dog. What's something fun that happened to you?
Just went from hot dog boy to now just hot dog. Next one's just gonna be dog.
That one catches him a little bit, and he goes, well, I think that you've lost those privileges, and you can call me Mr. Boulevard from now on.
Maud narrows her eyes and goes, no. No.
Sonny gets up and heads for the door.
Maud sighs and is like, not another one. All right. I will see you all back in 2 weeks' time. Until then, I have written a review for the local community college's production of Romeo and Juliet. It was bad. Do not see it. Lovely.
Thanks.
So,
Cyra, does this mean we can go home?
yes, it does. Go home. Go home. Are you happy now?
I was talking to Ugh. Gets up and starts walking.
Yeah. Objectively, the worst. All right. Tina, you roll in to your History of Gothic Literature night class. Very ironic for you to roll up, but hey, it's a night class and might as well. I think instead of, I could be like, you were reading Dracula. No, you're reading Carmilla because your professor has taste. Your professor's like an older woman, kind of like olive skin. It's very stern looking, but has like kind of low like glasses on her nose and hair in a tight bun, wearing like kind of like a very, very loud blazer and dark pants. She sees you kind of go in and goes, yes, Tina, take a seat. All right. And then she kind of narrows her eyes and goes, Tina, just a quick question, and then we'll start class. Have you seen Brandy at all?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Maybe she's just not feeling well. I was talking with other students, and no one's seen Brandy for 3 days.
I mean, I'm not like her keeper or whatever.
No, I know, but you two sit next to each other, and I'm sorry if I assumed anything. I thought you two were friends. I'm very sorry.
I'm not saying we aren't friends. I'm saying like she's an adult. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
She's not. Tina almost says she's not dead, and then stops and says, "I'm sure she's around."
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I will. Dad, fascinating. Hopefully she's all right. Anyways, on to Carmilla. So I hope everyone read chapters 6 through 10, and she pulls out kind of like, oh my god, I forget what it's called, but it's the big metal thing, and you put the slide. Yes, well, yeah, it's just, yeah, I guess a projector. It has, you put the slides on it, and it
overhead projector.
Yeah, no, it's not overhead though. It sits on the floor with wheels.
Yes, but it's called an overhead projector.
I didn't know that. Hey, you learn something new every day, and she is talking.
I was like, I was in school with them. They're called overhead projectors.
Here's the thing. I was but up until the 3rd grade, and then my school went very technologically forward. But basically, as she is talking, they kind of like, there's this like weird feeling of like, because like Brandy is a smart person and is kind of like, you know, a little bit of a straight edge. It's very weird for Brandy to not be at class, even though you're not her key brainy, she's an adult. That's like an odd pattern of behavior. Yes, so that kind of sits in your mind. And as all of you are kind of like, we're gonna hop back to the town hall. As all of you are kind of walking out, you see like a very kind of like handsome man, a little startled and surprised to see you. He's like kind of tall, he has blonde hair, he's very pale, has kind of like bright amber eyes, and is like, oh, did I miss the meeting? Is it said it was going for an hour. I was hoping I could sneak in the back.
Sorry, if you think you can get all of us in a room for an hour, I just don't think it's possible.
Oh, well, that's a disappointment. I'm new in town, and I was hoping that I could introduce myself, but I guess I'll introduce myself to all of you. And for everyone minus Tina, he kind of sticks his hand out and shakes them and goes, well, hello everyone, my name is Tom Mortensen. I'm new in town, and I can't wait to get to know all of you. And that is it for this first short episode of Fresno by Night. Yeah, we're introducing people. This is, I believe, in the tight 90. This is the year of the tight 90 or under 90 shows. So now is the time where we're going to talk about ourselves and promote our stuff. We're going to start with Morgan. Morgan, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you doing?
Hi, I'm R. Morgan Slade, so stoked to be the hot dog man. You can find me around socials at R. Morgan Slade. Hop on to Spotify and find some TTRPG-inspired music.
Lovely. Amazing. Darby, who are you? What are you doing? And where can we find you?
Hello. Hi, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I'm a TTRPG performer, streamer, game designer, possum, and all-around menace on the web. You can find me on places as Chaotic Darby. I do stuff and things.
Yes, and this is one of the things you're doing. Kat, who are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm Kat. You can find me everywhere as Kat_Alicia, ALYSHA. In these moments, I never remember a single thing I do. I am here. I do actual play stuff, actor, writer. I run a reaction channel on YouTube that's called Gallifrey Gals. Very nerdy stuff over there, and a podcast coming out about comic books. So yeah,
lovely.
The Retcon Pod. So.
Yay, Austin. Who are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Oh, I am unmuted already. Hey, I hit Alt-A and nothing happened. My name's Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. You can find me everywhere you want to be found on the internet at Sailor Scott Austin. That's Sailor SCT Austin. Who am I? Where am I? What do I do? It's where I can be found on the internet. I am an award-winning game writer, designer, performer, and friend. When I'm not doing one of those things, you think I'm sleeping, you'd be wrong. Because I'm also a podcaster over on the Max Fun Network. Find my podcast, Secret Histories and Mysteries, everywhere you get podcasts weekly, or become a Max Fun member and listen to our bonus content as well. Secret Histories and Mysteries, wherever you get your podcasts.
Amazing. I'm going to take some to hype up the Buzzy episode if you like theme park lore. Diamond, who are you? What are you? Where are you? Sorry, what are you doing? Where are you? Who are you? What are you, Diamond?
Well, hiya, I'm Madness Diamond, but you can call me Diamond since we're friends now.
Yeah.
I play Cyra Dorthas, your lovely Tremere, Witch of Fresno, on our lovely Fresno by Night. But you can find me everywhere at Madness Diamond. I am a TTRPG actual play performer. I am also one of those people who decided to learn 20 systems in 1 year. It has been my reckoning. It is my magnum opus apparently now. I'm also a cosplayer. I'm a makeup artist. I am all-around content creator. You can find me on all my socials at Madness Diamond now, which is lovely to be able to say. But I am also the admin coordinator over on Dinner at Game, which is a TTRPG streaming platform. And I am also a community manager for World to Requests as well. And then I am also the administrative assistant for Decrim 305, which is a nonprofit organization based out of Miami-Dade, Florida. And they basically work on outreach, harm reduction, and decriminalization for some lovely people. But I also work with those people as well. So if you like to find me and all the things I do, follow me on my socials. I talk about them when I remember, because the algorithm is mean to me sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I also post podcasts, so.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Everyone go check out that stuff. And last but not least, Jett, who are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
So, hello, I'm Jett. Any pronouns are fine. I am an actor, primarily working in video games, animation, ADR, whole bunch of other things. So I'm mostly a voice actor coming from the realm of just all too much theater knowledge, honestly. I am on Twitter at Barker Voiceover, just all one word. That's Barker voiceover. On Twitter, it's just my name, Jett Barker. On Twitch, Jett Barks. And yeah, I sort of bounce around. Every once in a while, you can get me to yell about one of the strange lock boxes in my brain that just contains multitudes. But yeah.
Amazing. I'm Madeleine. I'm the Goose Girl, Thee, like Megan Thee Stallion, or My God Unto Thee. I'm the same username on all good websites. Just to kind of some information, this lovely overlay was made by Abby, abzkelley on Twitter. This art was made by Jezza Works 18, or Jezza Works Illustration, and our dramaturgy was done by Finch, aka Finch_Edmund. They will all be posted in chat, so you can go check them out. You can find me on Twitter, and I'll just shout about my stuff there. Thank you all for stopping by, and when was the last time you ate? Good night, everyone.